Hey everybody, if you're watching this, you either are pretty familiar with the four of us up here or your YouTube algorithm is like really specific and strange. Either way, I'm Elijah Shirelli. I'm the student director at PCC. This is Tanner Iglio, Ellis Hobson, and that's Lindsay. Lindsay Stetler. We're all a part of the student teaching team at PCC students. And we know that this is the end of the year. If you're watching this video, this is the last sort of small group time of the 2021-2022 school year, which is crazy to think about. I feel like it really was just recently when we started, and it's been an amazing time. I sort of talked about it, recapped it a couple weeks ago as a part of a message, so I won't do that here. And we also know that if you're at students physically right now watching this, you're likely going to have some sort of party today or tonight, and we don't want to take too much of your time doing that because as we travel during the summer, go on vacations, go on the mission trip if you're going there, other things, this could very well be the last time you see some of these people for the summer anyway. And while you probably will just enjoy that freedom to do what you want, I know that for me, there was part of me that didn't look forward to the summer because of that, because I wouldn't be able to see all of these people regularly. So we don't want to take too much of your time, is my point. We just want to leave you with a couple things and then let you do your party thing, and then hopefully be able to keep up some during the summer with you. What I personally want to leave you with is, if you were here a couple weeks ago, I told a kind of unfortunate story about Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. If you haven't seen that, go on our YouTube, check it out. But I really actually do love that scripture, and I kind of want to remind you of what it says and just encourage you to actually do it. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Acknowledge him in every way, and he will make your path straight." What I love about this verse is the acknowledgement that it's not within my capacity to understand everything that happens in my life. Although the temptation is there to figure everything out, I just can't lean on my own understanding to figure out the whole world. As you know, many of you know, over the past year of students, and even dipping into the previous summer, like we've been through some really hard stuff, and at the same time, been through some really good things. And if I try to categorize it all and make it make sense and fit every puzzle piece together in my mind, I just end up more confused than I was before. And so this scripture gives me the freedom, if you will, to say, God, I don't get it all. I understand that I don't understand all of it, but I don't have to navigate this life based on just my understanding. I'm just going to acknowledge you. I'm just going to worship you. I'm going to praise you. I'm going to stay focused on you in all things in my life, trust you with my heart, everything that I've got. And I know that the path you've put me on, you're going to make straight. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Doesn't mean it's going to be exactly what I want, but it means that I can trust that it's going to lead me to the fullest life possible, even when I don't get it. And personally, that scripture for me, it's like I don't want to use some cliched term, but it's like a life verse for me. I want to live by it all the time. And I'm not always successful, but, I want to strive toward that. And I hope that you do too. During the summer, like I said, when you don't have everybody around you, you might have to actually lean on that hard. And so another thing I want to encourage you to do, thinking about that, is to, while you're in the party, or some of you maybe have already done some partying, you're going to do some partying after this video, just take a look around you at the students, not only in your age group, but just all the students at Students Tonight. And maybe just think about the potential that those relationships could be. Oftentimes, when I try and live into Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, it's people like this that I'm sitting here with that help me to actually do that. God often speaks through other people. I would say, it's not something I want to actually argue, but I would argue that more often than anything else, maybe his word and other people. God is almost always speaking through others, and if I'm truly going to lean not on my own understanding, I want to lean on other people's, their experiences, their struggles, their joys and use it and apply it to my own life. And I get to do that with this group of people, all of whom I got seriously close to here at PCC through various forms or another. And the people around you right now, that could be true for them too. So I know you're excited for the summer, but just take just a few moments to look somebody in the eyes and just think about how you could help them lean on God's understanding and how they maybe could help you. And just go out on a limb and really try and create a great relationship, friendship with them, because you might just take it well into your adult life. And friendships that are centered around Christ are the best. They're the best kind because they always help you to stay focused and grounded. So I have that, and I feel amazing about it. I want you to have that as well.
Absolutely. I cannot tell you how important what Elijah just said is. So if you were kind of listening, hone in, go back, rewind a little bit, watch it, whatever it is, ask your leader about it, because we love you. Everybody up here loves you guys, and we care about your future. We know, obviously, that God does too. But no matter what we say, your parents love you. Whoever takes care of you, they love you. But the people that influence you the most are the people that you surround yourself with in your friendships. And if you choose those wisely, it will guide you to be the best person that you can be. Elijah was the best man in my wedding. I've known Ellis since I was 10 years old. He was also a part of my wedding. And I chose these guys because I knew that they were going to point me in the direction to be the best husband I could be, and eventually the best father I could be, and the best Christ follower I can be. And we hope that you have that on your heart as well, and the people around you will help you do that.
Absolutely. Thanks, man.
So we've learned a lot this year through various series that we've been through. We've explored how we can be radical, even in the world today, what that context means, how we can be open about asking our questions, open about our mental health, and even some of the lessons we learned during At the Movies. And I think all of that kind of builds on each other, and now we've reached this point at the end. And what we hope you guys will take away is that that doesn't end just because the school year is ending. These are lessons and things we've tried to equip you with that you can take with you as you go. And I think to kind of hone in on the point that we're making here, you don't have to do any of that alone. We hope that throughout the course of this school year, you've built a community here, you've built strong relationships here, people you can lean on and people you can go through this journey with over the summer and even going forward beyond that. So
Yeah.
I think, especially at Midlow, I'm sure other groups do it too, but we talk a lot about having a person that you can talk to and confide in, whether it be a leader or a friend, and someone that you can really rely on to kind of course correct you if you start, getting into stuff that you shouldn't, or you're struggling with something and you don't want to reach out to them. And I think, I've known most of these guys for a long time. Elijah specifically, I always go to him, and he always Jesus jukes me. But it's something that I usually need, and it's always the answer that I need. I just don't ever want to hear it sometimes. But having a person like that you can talk to and just confide in with, like, hey, I'm really struggling with this. And just because summer is coming up doesn't mean you can't reach out to any of us about that too, and your leaders. And we would love to still hang out with you and talk to you, especially if you have something going on, because summer doesn't mean that we're unreachable.
Absolutely. I hope you take all that and you apply it to your life and don't just hear it as words, but actually make it into action. We're not going to take any more of your time, though, because like I said, we know you got some fun stuff to do and you don't really want to hang out with us too much. So we love you guys so much. It's been an amazing year. Thank you for allowing us to do what we love to do, what we feel specifically called to do. And for those of you we're going to see in the fall of 2022, we can't wait for it. We will see you then. Have a good summer.